I'm going to narrate a short story that took place in my peaceful small community 2 days ago. This is how it begins. I started my day off with a nice breakfast and finished my last sip of OJ. It was very tasty. Then I stepped out of the house. In my front yard, I came face to face with a shy puppy. Shortly thereafter, a tropical storm broke out without warning. A swift torrential shower flooded the entire Chinese Quarter, where I witnessed the textbook definition of bulimia. The flooded streets cleared very quickly as soon as the tropical shower ceased, thanks to the advanced draining system installed throughout the metropolis. I decided to go to the supermarket as I was running low on supplies. At the counter, I came across a housewife wearing poorly combined clothes. All I bought was a pair of chicken wings and couldn't help visualizing the proper way they ought to be served to men. As I exited the supermarket, I found 3 young men from Brazil proudly displaying their tan lines. After successfully transforming into an alligator, I decided to pay a visit to friend. As soon as I entered, I heard my friend Clark saying in an embarrassed voice, "Dad, why do you dress like this whenever my friends visit?" Clark insisted that we went into his amateur studio in his father's den, where he had talked his Asian friends into participating in an ultra-seductive spring fashion photo shoot. As exciting as the photo shoot was, I had to make my way to the bathroom since I had digested my breakfast in record time. As I leaned over the defecation apparatus, I heard Clark's cat utter, "I'll be done in 2 minutes." I patiently waited for him to depart. As soon as I was done, I called this girl named Natasha I had accidentally landed on the previous day while being launched from a broken swing. By this time, it was dark. I said, "Hi, Natasha." She said, "Oh my God, it's you! I thought you'd never call me." I said, "Miracles do happen sometimes. How about we meet this evening?" She said, "I can't. My father has grounded me. Isn't this sad for a 22-year-old? I said, "There's nothing wrong with sneaking out." She said, "Good idea. I'll sneak out and get my sister to tag along." We met at a restaurant. Her sister wasn't with her. A waitress that clearly was in the habit of breaking the monotony of white clothes with a few scorpions approached us to take our order. I ordered an animal lover's delicacy for an appetizer and a sugar-coated donut with double beef patty and cheese for my main course. She ordered the noodle soup. She tried very hard to make a good first date impression. For some reason, I wasn't mesmerized. Maybe it had something to do with the fact that she kept on mocking my nervous tic. As I was getting bored with her incessant chatter, I stopped paying attention to her and focused on our surroundings. At the bar, I noticed that there was a men's night out gathering. And further down, all I could see was this sudden burst of passion at the bar. All along, I kept on thinking, whatever happened to those unforgettable nights at the beach I experienced last summer with the Johansson twins? Or to that warm, fuzzy feeling of strange love I experienced during my formative years? All I seek are distinct moments of passion. Meanwhile, on the black and white dance floor, a couple of gifted dancers were showing off their moves. I turned to the restaurant's 50-inch TV set and watched the weatherman for a few fleeting moments. Not far from us, in the black and white section, a man passionate about photography kept on taking my picture, while on the dance floor, a man that seemed very much like an accountant was laying an indifferent gaze on a dancer belonging to the opposite sex. Further down, some ordinary people were having fun, some in a greater state of excitement than others. At the table next to us, the Colombian cultural attaché, had passed out. By this time, I had finished eating my main course, and boy was I hungry. For dessert, I ordered an apple with a zipper, while a middle-aged man approached to perform a balancing act. Just then, it struck me like lightning. I had left my father in an awkward yoga position the previous day. I decided to walk out on my date, coming up with a poor excuse that I was going to miss kung fu practice. She gave me the look of a wild animal preparing to attack, so I decided to create a diversion for my exit by launching a hot dog in her direction. She couldn't resist trying to catch it. I managed to disappear without a trace and made it over to my father's place. As it was spring, love was in the air. I caught a glimpse of a romantic moment. As I arrived, I heard loud music. Upon entering, I saw a woman whose song was accompanied by a radiator. It made me feel like a wild horse. I asked everyone very politely to leave, disengaged my father from his yoga position, and went to sleep in my childhood bedroom with my cheeks inflated by the high-calorie meal I had consumed.